sale, bedroom set. Maple, like new. Sacrifice. See Mrs. Holman in apartment 6. It was a man. He said his wife was downstairs in the car, but if the bedroom set seemed to be what they wanted, he'd call her up to look at it. Mrs. Holman invited him in to inspect the furniture.
You'll have to come with me, Vincent.
Sam Earle was a part-time law student. He wanted to be a detective. Otherwise, he was reasonably bright. I used him as an operative once in a while, mostly to let him make a little extra money. He and his wife, June, could use a little extra money. For that matter, who couldn't?
Hey, my girlish figure.
Oh, you're a girlish figure.
Tyler?
Huh?
Tyler, breakfast is ready.
Hey, good morning, sweetie.
Hi, honey.
Hi, lawyer.
Morning, Barber.
Barbara.
Barbara.
It's no way to talk to your brother. The beautician.
Of course. Hey, Sam, you losing weight?
Oh, stop it.
Junie, look, I'm not going to have breakfast this morning. Edie's coming in for a touch-up, and I'm going to have some coffee with her. Turn around. I stay pretty good. I could shape a little better here. I'll do that tonight.
Listen, bring Edie home with you for dinner.
Oh, good idea.
Now, you haven't even read the paper yet. Look at that. Mac the Knife got another one.
Oh, you mean that creep is still loose?
Psychopathic.
Where this time?
The Scribner building down the street. None of them's been more than 10 blocks away from here. You realize that?
But look, Junie, take care of yourself, now, you understand? I'll see you both tonight.
Yeah, Tyler.
Well, Tyler. Hi, Mike. Good morning. Hello and goodbye. Give my love to Edie.
Sure will.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Junie.
Morning, Mark.
Hello, Sam.
Want some breakfast?
No, I had some hours ago. You want to work for me a couple hours today?
Sure.
Good. All right, you take this list and you look up the Gurney witnesses here. Gurney seems to think that they'll testify that he was in the crosswalk when the car hit him.
Okay. How do you expect me to learn anything chasing after accident witnesses? We gotta go after this guy. We catch real headlines if we caught him.
Junie, can't you do something about Fat Boy here? Now, he's a character. Now, look at him. Nice, chubby little fella, comparatively handsome, got a lovely wife, pleasant place to live, and he wants to be a detective.
I'm gonna be, too. As good a one as you are.
Yeah, you want to be like me, huh? You know what it takes to be a successful private detective? You got to eat it and sleep it and drink it 24 hours a day. You hate, and you hate it in return. No. You finish night law school, and then if you still want to be a detective, you join the police department of the FBI.
Mike, don't you want to see that guy caught? No woman in the neighborhood's safe.
Sure, I want to see him caught by the police department. He's their job and he's their responsibility. It's got nothing to do with me or you. I'll have one small pancake.
Hello. Oh, hi, Edie. Listen, honey, we're going to see you at dinner tonight. What? What's the matter? Yeah, he's here. Just a minute. Mike, it's Edie. She wants to talk to you.
No, time.
Hello, honey. Edie Miller was a nurse at the city emergency hospital around the corner, one of my favorite people. She was engaged to Tyler Earle, an ex-Marine, and was plenty worried about him. It seems like a guy named Joe Dunn, with whom Edie had gone out a couple of times, was carrying the torch and threatened to drop in on Tyler. Well, don't worry, honey. Tyler can take care of himself. Okay, all right, Edie. Now, take it easy. All right, I'll go over to the shop myself right away. Goodbye.
Well, what do you mean Tyler can take care of himself?
Well, Edie just heard about a guy going into business.
Opening another beauty parlor? Close to Tyler's?
Yeah.
All right.
No, don't worry about that. Tyler's got his regular customers. Mike, I don't see why we don't go after this guy.
Look up the list, will you, Sam? Tyler was starting in a small way, a one-man operation. But he did a good business ordinarily. Right now, he didn't seem to be doing any business. He wasn't even there. There was no sign of a recent battle either. Nothing but the hum of a hairdryer someplace back in no man's land. Tyler, excuse me, man. Mr. Tyler? Okay.
You, Tyler Earl?
Don't you know that?
I talked to you over the phone a couple of weeks ago.
Oh?
Joe Dunn.
Well, Joe. Well, you don't look like you came to shake hands.
Evidently, you didn't pay much attention to what I told you over the phone.
No, I sure don't remember.
I told you to leave Edie Miller alone.
Well, that's kind of tough, Joe. You see, if you want to marry a girl, well, you got to see her once in a while. You begin to wonder, you know?
Well, then you know what I'm here for.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have a beef and then wreck the joint, huh?
Yeah. You end the joint. And when I tell you to leave Edie Miller alone, you'll have something to remember. All right, Edgar. It's your turn. Belt him one. And I want to hear those ribs crack.
Edgar? Oh, no, you're kidding. Hey, you know what I think? Timber! How'd you find it? Yeah. All right. Now, if I ever hear that you even speak to Edie again, I won't call you by phone. I'll call in person. Now, get out! Oh, yes. Happy landing. Everything all right? Fine.
Hey, what are you doing? Following me around, Seamus?
Yeah? You ought to watch out, boy. A burglar will walk off with the joint. You okay, Mrs. Dundee?
Well, Mrs. Dundee's hair rinse had to run down to the drugstore.
Had to buy retail, huh?
Yeah? Hey, what happened here? Somebody come in while I was gone?
Well, yeah, a guy wanted a massage, so I sent him down the street.
You mean the barber shop?
Yeah?
Mike, was he here? Tyler, are you all right?
Why wouldn't I be all right? Was who here?
The guy who wanted a massage.
It was Joe Dunn. He said he was coming here.
You mean your ex-boyfriend over here? Huh? What was he doing here?
Tyler,
What is this?
he was never a boyfriend. How could he be an ex-boyfriend? I told you.
Well, I'll see you later, kids.
No, wait a minute. What was Dunn doing here? Nobody's answered that question yet, right?
Well,
And where did you see him?
He came by the hospital. He told me that he called you a couple of weeks ago and that he told you not to see me.
And so you called Mike to come over here and take care of me, right?
Yes, I was afraid. I know Joe Dunn.
That's what bothers me. I know you know him.
she was afraid you'd get hurt, that's all. Joe didn't come alone.
No. She wasn't afraid I'd get hurt. She knows I can take care of myself. You were afraid of Joe Dunn, right? You were afraid of your boyfriend, right? Huh? You didn't want me. You were playing around behind my back, right? Huh? Come on, now, tell me. Take it. Now, will you tell me?
Take it easy, will you? You better control that temper, boy. You'll get into trouble someday. Come on, make it up to her, will you? Come on. Shake pup here. Come on.
Honey. Baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
Did I say I lived with hate? I didn't know what it was. I was an amateur in the hate division until the morning they found Edie with her throat cut and her hands and face slashed. Edie had fought a knifer with nothing but heart and bare hands. Tyler found her. He went to her apartment when she didn't keep a breakfast date. He called the police, and he called me.
I want this guy, Pat. I want this guy for my very own. It's funny, since the first times I got into this business, I feel like I could be sick.
I know. Can see it in your face. Calm down, Mike. He belongs to us.
Sammy! Stop fussing around. You know better than to touch anything. Mike, they said all the heat in the apartment was going full blast. Well, why? Doesn't make any sense. Stop playing detective, will you?
He's done it before. Wanted the room hot to keep the body temperature up so we couldn't set the time of death.
Mike, we've got to catch this maniac. I wanted to go after him before. Only he'd listened to me.
We don't even know whether it's the same guy.
The same guy. Same method of operation. No sign of forced entry on the doors or windows. The knife, what he did to her. Everything's the same MO except one thing. He didn't leave the knife behind.
Except two things. Edie fooled him. She's still alive.
I just pray she dies.
Shut up.
Did you see it? Do you think she'd want to live?
I know she would.
When they took her out of here, she was singing like a little girl. The police surgeon said that even if she lived, her mind would be gone and she'd be scarred for life.
With the first look, you take another look and understand, and you pray that she lives.
Oh, look, that's all I have been doing.
Sam and I will take him home.
I'm sorry, but he'll have to stay a while.
Look, I told you everything I know.
For Pete's sake, he was in love with her. They were going to be married.
I believe all that. But he found it.
And called the police and waited till you got here. Let him go. You got nothing to hold him on. You know where to get in touch with him.
I'm not implying anything. Any suspicions. But there are questions. What kind of a cop would I be if I didn't ask him?
Okay, Captain, you stay here and ask him. I want you to stay here. I like that head start.
But Tyler and Edie never even had a quarrel.
Look, Captain, I'll answer anything you want to know.
All right, sit down.
I didn't even want to say the name Joe Dunn in front of Tyler, or in front of Pat Chambers for that matter. Just saying it would sound like an accusation against Edie. And if I knew one thing in this world, Edie hadn't let Joe Dunn into her apartment voluntarily. But Joe had better have the best alibi in town. First things first, all I knew about Joe Dunn was his name. The only person I knew who could tell me more was still in surgery, fighting for her life. Joe was a sharp dresser, so I figured if anybody in the block knew him, it would be the shoeshine man. I drew a blank. But then all of a sudden I got lucky. The newsie didn't know anything about Joe Dunn, but how about Joe's pal Edgar? Yes, sir, how about Edgar? He'd seen Edgar in a pool hall on 43rd Street just an hour ago. Edgar wasn't much help. He said he hadn't seen Joe and didn't know where he'd gone. I had to believe him. I was cracking his spine. It was a moment for truth. I want to get into Edie's apartment, okay?
You asking permission? What'd you do, leave your pass keys at home? You went over the place, Mike. And how we went over it.
When a guy goes into a room, any guy, any room, he leaves something. Even if it's only the smell of it, something.
In this case, bare spots, where he wiped everything clean.
There must have been some prints around. Yours, Flanagan's.
Yeah, and yours on the front doorknob, and Tyler's and Edie's all over the place, and Sammy's left thumb on the oven. That boy's a detective.
Any news about Edie?
She's still alive, if you can call it living. She came out of surgery thinking she was a little girl who'd fallen out of a swing back in Indianapolis.
Joe Dunn.
I heard you were looking for me.
How did you know you'd find me here?
Now, look, I didn't cut Edie up. You catch the guy who did, and you hold him, and I'll do a job on him even Mike Hammer would like.
You think that rig answers all the questions that I'm going to ask you?
I'll answer any questions you want to know. What do you want to know about me?
First off, I want to find out if that fracture's real. So we're going on to police headquarters to Captain Pat Chambers' office and to a police surgeon. Now, come on, get going.
Who do you think dropped me off here? Chambers said it would be better if I looked you up than if you looked me up.
Chambers? All right, so he saw me. Go on, beat it. I got things to do. Go on, beat it. Wait a minute. Just a minute, young lady. You mind answering a few questions inside?
All right.
That's fine. Why didn't you bring her inside with you?
She's not with me.
Oh, no.
All right, Joe, go on, get lost.
I heard him say Mike Hammer. I've been thinking about coming to your office.
Yeah, why?
Well, he isn't the one who stabbed Edie Miller.
And who are you?
Well, I'm Mrs. Armstrong. I have an apartment across the hall.
And how do you know that he's not the man?
I spent an hour with that monster.
What? An hour? Stop it. Stop crying. Will you stop crying? Don't you realize that you're the person I dreamed of finding? Look, I'm sorry, Mrs. Armstrong. Don't be frightened. Just tell me everything you know.
Oh, I didn't see him. I only heard his voice. That man, it wasn't his voice.
An hour. You said you spent an hour with him. Did you see him?
No. He came in the dark with a knife. I was in bed. He didn't touch me or hurt me at all. He just sat on the bed and talked.
Why didn't you call the police?
But I only heard his voice. I was afraid to go to the police. Oh, you do understand, don't you?
Sure, I understand. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, he didn't hurt me. He said he didn't know why he didn't kill me. He said he just wanted someone to talk to. But he said he might come back.
What can anybody tell you about the sound of a voice? A voice is a voice until you hear it again. She said she'd recognize it again, but she couldn't do that until I found the owner, which seemed to be just about where I started.
Oh, Mike. Come on in. Any news?
No news, no. She's still alive. No change. Where's Sammy?
It's what, Tyler?
I stopped by the shop. There's nobody there. It's closed.
I went by the hospital, probably to the shop later. Want some lunch, Mike?
No.
Sandwich would be good for you.
All right. Too bad Sammy's not here. I had something I wanted him to look up.
I wonder where that knife came from.
What's the matter with it?
Never even seen it before. Ah, it's too sharp for one of mine.
I thought the top of my head was coming off. You stumble, stupid and blind, making noises like a detective, and then one word lays it all on the line for you. And then a flash, tilt. The whole world went tilt. My stomach was tying itself in bow knots. Everything was falling into place. Something Pat Chambers had said about fingerprints. Most of all, the knife. The knife dropped into a drawer that was full of knives just like it. What a hiding place. I should have been happy. I told myself I was happy. But then I thought of June, and I wasn't happy. I was going to keep my promise, but I wasn't happy.
Hi, Mike. What are you doing here?
I just want a few words with you. And then Captain Chambers wants some words. He's not happy with your story, Tyler.
Okay.
What is it with that cop, Mike? He had Tyler down there half the day.
I'll answer any question he wants me to, Sam. It's okay.
That's him. That's him.
What is this, Mike?
Don't you know, Tyler?
No.
Oh, but Sam knows, don't you, Sam?
No, I don't.
Don't you recognize it? You ought to. You sat by her bed a long, long time. A couple of nights before you cut up Edie.
Mike, have you gone crazy? I don't know that woman.
Go for it, Sam.
Hey, this doesn't make sense, Mike.
Sam.
It's from Edie's apartment. It'll fit your hand. You've used it before.
You really believe that, don't you? You really think I heard it?
No
Don't
use.
you?
Pat Chambers has you. Oh, how he has you. He doesn't even know it yet.
It didn't even ring a bell when he told me that he had found your left thumbprint on Edie's oven.
Is that all? You saw me put it there, Mike. You chewed me out for doing
No,
it.
Sam, no. When I saw you, you had your coat in your left hand. Your right hand was on the oven.
No, Sammy, you'd been there before any of us.
And to top it all, June found Edie's knife in her drawer at home.
Why did you do it, Sam? Why Edie?
I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't help it. I tried to get you to stop me. I don't know. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I begged you to stop me. I couldn't help it.
Sam? Why, Edie? Why would you hurt Edie? Hmm? Why? Hmm? Why? Stop it! Stop it, kid. Relax, relax. Why, Edie? What?
Oh, boy, oh, boy. It wasn't Sammy Earle sitting in that chair. It was a sad, sick man, a psychopathic who'd named himself Mac the Knife. Who knows what twists a human mind, what warps a soul? Who can say which punishment really fits a crime? Somebody had to sit in judgment on Sammy, and somebody would. But boy, you know, I'm glad it wasn't me.